Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the dealership, and what we're left with is raw, unfiltered, seat-of-the-pants driving truth. If you're new here, buckle up, because today, we're cracking open the 2026 Ford Bronco. This isn't just a car, it's a legacy on wheels, a name with dirt in its veins and rebellion in its bones. But the big question is, in 2026, does the Bronco still deserve its off-road crown? Or is it just riding on past glory? Exterior. Let's start where every journey begins, with that first look. You know how some cars whisper their presence? The Bronco growls. Up front, it's still wearing that retro boxy design that screams purpose, not polish. The grille still proudly spells out BRONCO in bold block letters, with circular LED headlights that nod to the classic while keeping their 21st century edge. The 2026 model refines the look just enough: tighter panel gaps, sharper DRLs, and new paint shades that range from desert storm beige to a rich forest green that looks straight out of a national park commercial. There's also a new steel front bumper option with built-in recovery hooks and integrated fog lights, and no fake toughness here. Swing around to the side, and that rugged stance becomes even more obvious. The 2026 Bronco now comes with improved wheel arch flares, chunkier tires, up to 37 inches if you spec the Raptor trim, and new aluminum wheels that somehow look equally at home on city pavement or mountain rocks. The fenders are still bolted on, the doors still pop off with ease, and the frameless mirrors now sit on reinforced mounts for less wobble when you're tearing up the trails. And yes, you still get that modular roof, soft top, hard top, dual top, whatever fits your flavor of adventure. Around back, the Bronco keeps it functional and fierce. The full-size spare is still mounted on the swing gate, which has a smoother, more damped action in 2026, so you won't feel like you're wrestling a rhino every time you open it. The taillights get a mild update with a new signature LED pattern, and there's a new trail tailgate table that folds out for your campsite coffee or tools mid-trail. Ford even added a hidden storage pocket behind the tailgate trim, add the little details that show they're listening to the hardcore crowd. Interior. Now crack open those doors and step inside, and yes, still wipe your boots, because the interior is built like it expects mud. The cabin still channels that rugged meets modern vibe, but 2026 adds a new layer of refinement. Depending on the trim, you get rubberized flooring with drain plugs, marine-grade vinyl seats, or upgraded leather with Bronco embossed headrests. Ford's clearly gone to work on cabin noise too. It's noticeably quieter at highway speeds thanks to better insulation and tighter seals. Tech-wise, the Bronco gets the updated Sync 5 infotainment system on a new 13.2-inch touchscreen. It's snappier, cleaner, and now supports wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard. Below that, you've got chunky physical toggles for the climate and drive modes, refreshingly tactile in an era of all-touch everything. And for those serious about adventure, the Trail Toolbox software returns, with trail mapping, pitch, roll gauges, and a new off-road group chat feature. Yes, Ford's added trail comms for your Bronco convoy. Performance under the hood is where things get spicy. The 2026 Bronco keeps its proven engine lineup but refines them for better response and efficiency. The base 2.3 liters EcoBoost inline-4 gets a bump in torque, making it feel less strained on steep climbs. The 2.7 liters twin-turbo V6 is the sweet spot, now pushing out around 340 horsepower and a meaty 410 pounds-to-feet of torque. Then there's the Bronco Raptor, which now rocks a 3.0 liters high-output EcoBoost V6 to north of 420 horsepower. That thing doesn't just drive, it attacks. Every Bronco still gets 4x4 standard, but 2026 introduces an improved version of the goes over any terrain modes, with better calibration between throttle, braking, and suspension settings. The Sasquatch package is still around, and now it's available on more trims, giving you those locking diffs, Bilstein dampers, and high-clearance suspension without having to shell out for the upper-spec models. Ride quality has taken a leap forward. The steering feels tighter on-road, and there's less body roll when you're weaving through mountain switchbacks. Yet, off-road, it's still a monster. A climbing, fording, crawling, a pick your poison. The trail turn assist is smoother and now available even in the mid-trims. And get this, Ford added a new Trail Cruise low-speed off-road adaptive cruise control that actually works without making you feel like the Bronco is babying the terrain. Pricing is where things get interesting. The base two-door starts just under $40,000, which isn't cheap but gives you real off-road capability out of the box. The four-door Badlands or Wildtrak trims hover in the $50 cost $60,000 range depending on options. The Raptor, that beast, crosses $80,000, but you're getting a Baja-ready machine that'll embarrass trucks double its price. Compared to its main rival, the Wrangler, the Bronco still feels like the better rounded package, especially for those who don't want to suffer through on-road compromises just for trail cred. Now, let's get brutally honest. Is the 2026 Bronco perfect? Not quite. It's still a bit thirsty. Even the smaller engines don't sip fuel like a hybrid. The doors, while removable, still require patience and muscle. And the cargo area, especially with the two-door, can be tight for family getaways. But here's the deal. None of that really matters when you're behind the wheel, chasing a setting sun across desert trails with the top off and tires flinging dust into the horizon. This thing still feels like a Bronco. It still makes you want to explore, to get lost, to push limits. And unlike many modern SUVs that are more mall crawler than mud runner, the Bronco is unapologetically wild. It doesn't compromise on identity. In fact, with the 2026 tweaks, it sharpens that identity. It's louder, and not in sound, but in attitude. So, should you buy one? If you're just looking for a daily commuter with soft edges and hybrid fuel economy, maybe look elsewhere. But if your idea of fun includes dirt, rocks, rivers, and the occasional flex pic on Instagram, then yeah, the 2026 Ford Bronco might be exactly the four-wheeled freedom you've been waiting for. That's it for today's ride, folks. If this review lit a fire under your off-road soul, hit that like button like it's a throttle. Subscribe to Car Flash if you believe that cars should be felt, not just spexed. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Would you go Bronco, Wrangler, or something else entirely? Until next time, keep it dirty, keep it loud, and keep it real. This is Car Flash, signing off.